Hello, everybody. I'd like to talk a little bit about learning the way I have seen it in reality. And this is completely biased and only my personal experience. I'm rather sure that in the laboratories we do have far better stuff. But what I have seen from what I actually use, and this includes, of course, things like Google and YouTube and Facebook and all this. But let's go a little bit to the past, to the spam filters. This was before social media was a big thing, when we all just had stuff like MySpace and so on in the social media area. We were basically a heap of mixed information snippets presented by some chaotic standard layout, and somehow even worked. No, but we look at the spam filtering as I know it. Spam filtering started the way that you just had a blacklist of email addresses you did not want to get mails from. And this was basically made by people not understanding the SMTP, the Simple Mail Transport Protocol. And now it's not the SMTP protocol, because that would be the Simple Mail Transport Protocol. And I guess once is enough in this case. So, people did not understand that you can slap any sender address to your emails as much as you can slap any sender address to your letter. And so everybody not writing with his own email address, but with a invented one or a stolen one, got through the said filters. But those filters were still used by some industry-grade, company-grade messaging systems. When was it? I guess it was in the early 2000s actually, when they still were in use. Still some spam filters were entirely sender address based filters. And of course this turned out to be quite useless already in the 90s, but some people need a bit longer to understand. And now then we have the Bayesian filter systems, more or less. I did not look up the theory, sorry. So, or Bayesian style stuff, which is still in use by today, which is basically that big data thing. They analyze a lot of emails. You tell them if those are spam or not spam, sometimes called ham, spam or ham. Yeah, that's a reference to the whole canned food stuff, where the word spam originates from. And Vikings! If you don't get the reference, look up spam and Monty Python, you will find out. And yeah, anyway, that topic is quite different. But yeah, you got those filters, and as I see them, I'm using Thunderbird on Windows, Mac, Linux, and so on. And those are quite okay if you train them yourself for your own purpose. So I use them, I like them more than the systems installed on any servers, because something installed on a big server in my book always has the problem of having far too much different people to serve. If you serve to 50 or 100 customers, you will not find a filter that fits them all. So personally trained at your own computer works the best for me. And yeah, except in some cases. Every 2 or 3 months, my Thunderbird spam filter got highwired, no idea how to pronounce that thing. Anyway, and I have to do a lot of retraining and resorting to get it back on track again. It got a bit better now, but it still is a problem. So in general, those keyword filters, those machine learning filters, tend to overshoot every then and when and have to brought back on track by manual interaction. Now look at systems like GMX. That's, you would probably say GMX, but it's a German company, so I pronounce it the German way, GMX, even though MX probably stands for mail exchange, whatever. As I said, German company, big free email provider. They have their filters on the server. Where else should they put it? Because most of their customers are watching it on their site or with their own GMX mail app or something, and they want it so because they can bring advertising that way. I am using it using the IMAP, also mail protocol, and so I'm a bad guy for them. They don't make money with me, but at least I say I use them. I'm happy with them. Yeah, can check it out. But they have that sad problem that they have, I guess it's more than 1 million users, and they have to somehow make their machine learning filters fit them all. And sometimes it works better, sometimes it works worse. I have several newsletters and companies. I have to regularly grab the mail out of the spam folder because it got another set of false positives. It just happens when you have things and servers. But I think more or less the best we can have in machine learning in a commercial available and affordable ways is probably spam filtering like GMX is doing it. And now we go over to YouTube, Google, Facebook, all those, Twitter and all those guys who have the problem. They have probably once again 10 times more people on the platforms, and they have 100 times more traffic on the platform than GMX, and they have to get filters that fit them all. They have to fit a Saudi Arabian prince and Netherlands red light district business owner equally. You can't really match them together, can you? Or maybe you could, but not officially. And then they try to use machine learning, and I'm sure they really try it very hard, because they would use tens of thousands of people watching the stuff, or even millions of people probably. But how could they exceed the level of GMX Bayesian mail spam filter system? They have no real chance, I guess, and that's where it gets nasty for us, for the users, because they have probably, and for what I've seen on YouTube, for me at least, it confirms what I think. They have the problem that they can be fooled by keyword combinations. I will put a number of random keywords into the subject line of this video on purpose, because I did already a video, or I did. Oh, that's English time forms, another topic, English linguistics. I did a video, and this one, yeah, I did it because it's already finished. Wrong topic, me. But said video I put some random keywords in and did not actually say more than one word. You will find it in if you want. It's one of my more silly videos, but it got 114 views, 115 around by now, in a time where other videos get 10 or 12, maybe 13. If I watch it myself, it's 14 or 15. And that's it. So it got 10 times more just because of the keywords. And that's exactly the problem. Machine learning seems still to be very easily fooled by keywords. And this is the same for Bayesian spam filters. Whenever spammers do their homework and invent new keyword combinations, they can go through it. Just go through the wall like it was nothing. And we all know the ElsaGate problem on YouTube, and we know the hate speech problem on quite about every platform. We just carefully crafted keywords you can get through. And that's something that still is not solved in my book in anything commercially available I have seen so far. And probably the one guy being able to really overcome that problem will be a very rich guy. And a very hated guy, by the way, because so many people are apparently making money from just crafting keywords and selling keyword combinations like keys to whoever wants to get big numbers on social media. Yeah, but that's the problem, and I guess even human beings are foolable by keywords. Of course, we have a psychological setting that can be fooled. So expect computers to be far easier to fool than a human being, and expect every type of intelligence ever arising to be foolable by such things. Is there a conclusion to make? I guess I made it already. So, and if this video really gets 200 views or something ever, or at least in the next few months, I'm probably right. But by the way, I'm not going to optimize my stuff by keywords too much. Yeah, sure, if there are killer keywords that kill your videos, I have no other chance than optimizing the stuff. But I really wish I will not have to do it. For me, it looks like cheating. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day.